When the pilgrims came, bringing their God and bringing the eater's souls, they brought it all to the soils of the Americas. The children of Turtle took the battle to this one of the three heads of the infernal Wyrm, whose influence had not yet touched the land of America, but they were not alone. The old wolf, elk, Aeolus, loon, and rat all stood in this battle against the great enemy, while Fox, again, stood on the hill and watched as the children of Turtle gave their life's blood to the last to send the eater of souls back to the depths of Malpheus. And it was in the great morning that the compact found solace in one another's company again. Well, hello there, dear viewers, and welcome to this episode of What Men Have Wrought, titled, Can You Hold Your Breath? So let's go ahead and meet our breath-holding werewolves, starting with Chester.
Hello, I'm Asterisk VTuber, you may call me Aster, and yeah, today I'm going to be playing Chester Flytrap Aoyan, and he is a Silent Strider Theurge, and yeah, holding breath, maybe, we'll see. Let's see if it works.
We will indeed see. Yosef.
Hey folks, I am Elias, aka Big Fat Socialist on all platforms, but primarily Blue Sky, TikTok, and YouTube. And tonight I am playing Yosef McCreek, everybody's favourite postal wolf, which is to say a Ragabash Bone Nor. And I imagine after smoking as much as he has, that he has the lung capacity of a small children's football, so I don't know about holding my breath.
I think that is a more than fair assessment. Buddy Dupont.
Oh yeah, that's it now. Being nasty with your mouth there, talking about you holding your breath and shit. Good evening, good afternoon, happy time zone, everybody. My name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador, Nullifier, most other social media sites, and I'll be playing the awesome, chill, responsible, and direct Buddy Dupont, originally from New Orleans, who is a Silver Fang, Philodox Silver Fang. No problems whatsoever. He's just cool in it. Loves everybody. He does not have a crush on Chester. Kidding. Just kidding.
We go ahead and throw it on over to Winona.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Azure Butterfly, Azure for short, or simply Rachel. I'm a variety streamer here on twitch.tv at the Azure Butterfly. I'm also the production coordinator here on the Rolling Nomads, and this time zone I am playing Winona Keene, aka Fights to the Last.
Indeed. And last but certainly not least, Alayla.
Hello, everyone. All over the internet, I am the Rissa Rave. You can call me Rissa. Today, I will be playing Alayla, Snared by Lightning, our Galliard Arum Ghost Council.
Indeed. And hi, everybody. I'm Avery, at Avery DuBois on all the social media platforms. I am the storyteller for this chronicle, and that is to say I will be everyone who did not just introduce themselves. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Where we're going to start is actually with Snared by Lightning, Flytrap, and Punches Up sitting at this table with food being brought to you from the Shoney's under essentially a tarp that has been affixed to the top of some PVC pipe that has like concrete at the bottom of it to hold it down. It's a janky little setup and you're eating 3 feet away from a dumpster, but you're having food shoveled onto the table on many different plates as the one kind of greasy line cook that came out originally sits down. Well, go on, man, eat. I mean, it ain't gonna like get up and run if you don't like eat, man, come on.
Layla grabs a pancake with her hand and just starts eating. No table manners whatsoever.
I think Yosef is going to almost rest himself on whatever passes for a flat surface that is on this table and just start shoveling whatever towards his maw with whatever implement he can.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks up. So, where'd y'all come from?
Oh, aye. Yeah, we flew in from the Umbra. But here's the thing. You know Manticore by any chance?
Like Marvel Comics, or?
No, like the, spirit.
No, man, I'm a Galliard. I don't really putz about with the spirits and stuff.
Alright, well, if you got like a Matheurge back there wanting to work in the fire or something, you might want to let them know. Actually, I'll get to that like a little later. Basically, we flew in from the Umbra doing a favor for a few spirits, and that's who we are. Really cool rat to ask you to hook us up, actually.
Yeah, no, I mean, Rat just came along and said, hey, there's gonna be Bonar coming through here in a little while with this pack, and you get the fryers ready. So.
Oh, God,
and it's funny that you say that because our Theurge, he used to work the fryer, but now he works the salad bar.
Oh. Yeah, that seems right. That seems right.
That's what I said the whole time, but they don't like listening to my artistic vision for how this Shoney should run.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is this the last Shoney's? I wasn't even sure there were Shoney's around anymore.
Well, I think there's one more over in Richmond, and I think there's one along 75 South going towards Fayetteville. But
really is a dying breed then.
Yeah, I think it's just the last three of us. I mean, this is a franchise location, so we can stay open even if Shoney's, dies.
All right.
But this Shoney's won't die, will you, old girl? And he reaches over and he just kind of pats the edge of a propane tank.
So, in that case, assuming I've gotten a decent amount in my gullet, just in fact, you know what? When your Theurge on the salad bar gets a break, you want to let them know I should talk to them.
Yeah. I'll send him out. His name's Wade. I'll send him out.
Wade, cool.
I'll send him out in a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna go make sure that we're doing all right on ticket times. That's part of our chiminage here to the spirit of our Shonies is making sure our ticket times stay down and that we're pre-bussing tables and such. So. Yeah, I like to call it manicuring. See, pre-bussing implies this episode of manic cleaning of a table while people are still there. But if you just manicure as you go, when you see an empty plate or something, you just pop on by, say hello, make a little joke and ask if you could take that for them. Everybody's always so cordial about it. I call it manicuring when you do it like that, real on the smooth
Oh, that's the hallmark of a good place, though. That's just how you know it's a good run establishment. Everyone's having a good time.
That's us here at Shoney's.
You are very kind. Thank you.
It's customer service, baby.
She quirks her head at being called baby. She's like, I'm not a child. And she will grab a sausage link and just start eating it.
I've not stopped. I've just been eating. Yeah. In fact, I've been eating on camera. I've been using this time to eat my food. So I've been eating. After he leaves, though, I'll just kind of swallow whatever is in my mouth and just, Yosef, probably we might want to keep certain details to ourselves for now.
Oh, really? Because I was going to tell them there's a whole ass cairn full of relics that they should probably nick.
Oh, well, that's fine, I guess. I just personally think that what we've experienced and what we know now are as close of a sign of the apocalypse as anything. And we don't want to scare people too much.
No. That's why I wanted to specifically relay the information about Manticore's passing to their Theurge rather than anybody else. It's also why I thought it'd be pertinent to relieve those details in case, maybe they aren't as on the level as we initially suspect. But I'll be getting a feel for that when I come talk to them, I think.
I think perhaps we should be careful sending anyone to that mountain. It is corrupted.
It may be corrupted, yeah.
I don't disagree that to let them know. It sounds detailed, but perhaps they should stay away until we can remedy the damage done there. It is not safe for Garu. It's not safe for anyone.
Well, I'm not intending on not letting them know it's dangerous, but it's just that my thinking was the last thing we want, especially at a cairn that was being beset by spirals, is that maybe we should ensure that those artifacts don't end up in the wrong hands.
Understand. Winona is taking long. Food is getting cold.
The big steel
Yeah,
back
should
door
we-
opens, and a tall man, much older than this young, greasy line cook. His hair's gray and cut into a short, flat top. He's got a pretty gnarly scar. His right eye is kind of milky and blind. He's got this gnarly scar that peels back the side of his head and down his neck.
Wade, you look like a Wade.
Yeah, I'm Wade. Heard y'all got into some shit in the Umbra. I can see it on you.
Yeah, it was a heavy, heavy day. But I'll cut to the chase if my pack doesn't have any issues with that, and I'm just gonna look around real quick.
He holds up some
Interesting.
fingers. And he kind of closes his functional eye and turns his head for a moment. That's better. Alright, please continue.
So yeah, if no one has any issues with this, essentially there was the passing of a cairn spirit in an old silent stride. There's old like stargazers cairn, like in a deep umbra. A lot of the mountain it rests on is heavily corrupted, but it's been getting attacked pretty heavily. Banes, spirals, like a whole fucking gamut. But right now there's a bunch of shit lying up there that is going to potentially fall into the wrong hands. I thought you would be the people who would want to know about it.
I remember them. The Stargazers.
They mentioned this place to us. That's why we almost kind of fell through here. Did they come here on the regular or something?
And he just kind of looks up the mountain. They used to.
There is.
The Sept of the Sky's Embrace. That's what they call themselves.
There is one who lived there still here.
And she just sort of gestures to our guest. If he's still with us, I don't know that if he left or not.
And you look over and he's gone. The plate still
Oh.
sits full on the table.
Oh, I stand corrected. He was with us.
Regardless, there's nobody else on that mountain anymore.
You are the Theurge of this pack?
Yes.
I see. I will take those that I can. If we can go deep enough, but I don't trust this Sept to make a journey so deep into the Umbra. A lot of them are young.
Now, also be especially careful. The last siege that we were able to fend off was against Maggot. The rivers still run red with Manticore's blood.
So the Manticore is returned to the Umbra's core.
Yes.
I'll mention him in my devotions to Shoney's.
Thank you.
Alita's getting a little antsy because she's like, where is Winona?
Wade will look out to you. The spirits around you whisper that you seek the Black Spiral Den. Is this the truth?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
He pulls his shirt down, and you see a scar of a spiral cut into his chest that has been kind of half clawed away and burnt.
Whoa! They tried to get you?
They did more than try. But there is a way for all things to return to Gaia if there's patience and love.
No.
The spiral can be broken. All things must return to Gaia. This is what Unicorn teaches. And though Unicorn is not my patron, I look with great favor upon her. And
Oh, man.
I had a lot of bad years.
Patience and love can break the spiral.
Only by one who's been touched by it. I met another who'd broken free. He counseled me for years. Well, I say counsel, essentially kept me prisoner.
I was gonna say, I would be shocked if he hadn't kept you prisoner the entire time.
Yeah. But all things to Gaia will return.
Gotta say, mate, that's a neat trick.
I can read the black spiral glyphs. I've been trying to track them for a while.
They are hiding in abandoned mine. Fox has told us.
Was it Fox or was it Manticore, actually?
I think it was Manticore.
Okay, Manticore. Oh, retcon, she says Manticore.
Yeah, those devotions might be really handy since Manticore, dropped that bit of detail.
I'd come to roughly the same conclusion. I just haven't gotten so far as to find which one.
Do we have the name of the mine, actually, ST?
He didn't give you the name of the mine.
Right.
Could I catch their scent? Or would I have to be closer to said mine to catch
You would
it?
have to be much closer. He says, let me go inside real quick. Let me get a map. And
Sure.
I can show you what I've been able to puzzle out.
That'd be great, Wade, thank you.
He looks over all of you one more time, the three of you. It is my great hope for you that you don't live as long as I have.
How old are we, Wade?
I'll be 64 in November.
Damn.
A blessing and a curse.
Yeah. And the last blessing I have is going to be able to make sure these young Garu here, that they know how to stand up for themselves.
I mean, based on purely this interaction, I think they'll have an excellent teacher.
That is my hope. Excuse me. I'll have some more, I'll have some soup and salad brought out. You've been eating a lot of meat. You gotta regulate your digestion.
You know what, mate? Salad sounds really, really fucking good right now, thank you.
Lemon poppy seed dressing.
Oh, my man, Wade.
A little tear escapes Layla's face. She's like, food.
As Wade heads back inside, we are going to further delay the end of Winona's phone call just a little bit.
Oh.
As Buddy,
Oh, the tension.
where we left off with you, you were speaking to your mother in this dream of your mother's kitchen. And as that dream environment fades around you, your mother's still standing there, kind of almost frozen, leaned up against, there was a counter underneath her elbow. And now you find yourself in a veritable sea of sky and clouds. Your mother looks to you. I always knew this is where you belong, Chef. Up here. Of it all. Flying free.
You really think so, Mo?
I know so. I don't say things I don't know.
Paul said, get your head out of the cloud.
Your father, Chef. As much as you jumped to his defense, suffered from an intense lack of vision.
And I fell prey to whatever child goes through when they try to defend their father or, try to. Marge, I still feel bad that you're lonely because of me.
By the time you look back up to your mother, you see Jack standing in her place. That's a funny part of this conversation to butt into.
I know this gotta be a dream because there ain't no fucking way you standing there.
And you see, it's strange. One of his eyes is blazing like a crimson vermilion red. He says, no. I just got more powerful.
Is that what it's all is about for you, huh? The power.
No.
Why are you here, Jack?
Because you dream about me still.
That's a fucking lie and you know it.
You can lie to yourself as much as you like. But if it wasn't true, I wouldn't be here. See, that's the thing. I'm not really me. I'm just how you dream about me.
Buddy balls his fist up next to him. Jack. Fine. I do. I've had dreams about you. I still occasionally think about your sorry ass. I wonder if you're alright. I wonder if it was worth it for this to happen the way it is. I'm also incredibly angry with you. If there was a God, I would love to see my hand wrapped around your throat for what you've done. I don't trust anybody else because of you. But somehow, some fucking way, I still want to make sure that you're alright. And maybe a tiny bit of me still loves you. But I don't. I wanted to be with you for the rest of my life if I could have had the chance.
You know I wanted that too.
Then why would the hell you tell me on my birthday that, I had a surprise for you? I'm like, oh, great, I got something to tell you too.
Because I
And then
wanted
you
to
tell-
take you home to meet my kid. My wife, we talked enough. She was ready to meet you too. We could have had a
But you
damn
ju-
good life together.
You dropped one of the biggest nuclear bombs on my life since my father left to tell me that you have a family. You had a fucking wife after I asked you these things. And then you had a nerve to sit there and tell me I didn't ask the right way. What type of bullshit is that?
If I would have known that you were going to change, I could have answered a lot of questions differently, but I didn't.
I didn't know. What was I supposed to do?
There's nothing you could have done. Life happens. Mistakes get made. But you can still come home.
Come home.
Yeah,
To you?
if you want. My door's always open.
You don't mean that shit.
I've gone through great personal losses to keep that door open to you.
Why? For me? Why?
You know why.
No, I don't. Tell me. Why? I want to hear it out your fucking mouth. You gonna sit here and be yellow belly to me once again?
You were the only one I ever loved. And you know,
What?
I haven't kept that hidden. When I counsel the young Garu of those beget of Fenris, I tell them about my life. And when their elders come to me, trying to sling some hate speech that I'm a fop, that I'm some kind of dandy, I crush their fucking skulls with my Earl hammer. I am who I am. And no backwoods redneck fascist is gonna take that from me. When I could have used them, I could have had them on the front lines. I could have used them to open the gates. And so many of those would defile Gaia's bounty. But they stepped to me because I loved you. And so I got rid of some damn useful tools.
So it's my fault?
No. It's their dumbass fault for stepping to me.
Your child has ended up in my care the last time we talked.
I know. You dream about us all together.
I do. I have. And I will tell you something. I love her. I love her like my daddy used to love me. She deserves to be protected. She deserves love. She had a bit of a hard way.
Not as hard as she thought it was.
Stop doing that.
No, I don't mean me. I took work. But when she
You've been a
changed and massacred those people, I cleaned it up. I made sure nobody came looking. I made a body that matched hers so the rest of the cult of Fenris wouldn't come looking.
You know that child hurts.
I know all children hurt.
No. Do you know she hurts? Not just by no change, not just by leaving, not just by this massacre you talking about. She loves her daddy. And her daddy hasn't been a daddy to her. But now she's in my arms. And I mean no disrespect. She will have a father that cares about her. Jack, I was going to propose to you that night on my birthday. I had a ring in my pocket, right there. You just destroyed everything I had. I've had nothing else left. And now I'm gone. And every time somebody has tried to get close to me, somebody like you, somebody who say, oh, your smile's so beautiful, your accent's gorgeous, your body, everything. I know I look good. I don't mean that in a shitty, stuck-up way. But I closed my heart off to that because of you. But somebody has gotten around to me and it's throwing out that coldness in my heart. And I'm trying not to. Because he hurts. Just like you.
I think what you hear in this moment is an absolute ear-shredding shriek of Falcon. As this thing that was Jack tumbles to the ground and you see Falcon has come to land on top of it, Falcon's talons digging into its flesh. And you no longer see Jack. It's strange, this creature has weird, almost mirror-like skin. You almost can't see it as it lays against this cloud beneath it. Except for the iridescent blue blood that is coming from these talon wounds from Falcon. Falcon looks back. You have been snared by a dream wisp. A dangerous thing. And it has humiliated you again. End its life or I will.
You have it.
And the talons squeeze into its midsection. You hear bones breaking, organs being pierced, an outward huff. Before Falcon begins to tear into it with his beak.
I like to assist.
Sure. And as you begin to eat, it is strange consuming something in the Umbra. It's like all at once it is the most filling thing you've ever put in your mouth. But the sensation that it has taste is sort of more just like this thing's taste is to the taste of food as TV static is to a film. It's just a strange light buzz in your mouth. Falcon nods. Good. This is your first time partaking of the umbral flesh. Good.
What now, Falcon?
You are lost in a deep place in the Umbra.
I need to get out, man.
Yes. But before you do, I would like to talk. It's been so long. You've been counseled to lead. How will you do it, I wonder?
That remains to be seen, Falcon. However, I will lead my pack. Chester, Yosef, and Layla, and my daughter Winona. I'll protect them and make sure they succeed in anything that they ever had their hearts binded to, even if it is to my last breath.
Falcon leans his head down and kind of turns, so he's got one eye, one massive eye looking right in your face. But Will reads the sky. Get what he wants, I wonder.
I don't know, Falcon. If Guy allows it. then I will.
He clicks his beak twice. You need not say anymore. I understand. I miss when I could be this close to you all. All the time, I mean.
Falcon,
Yes.
I don't know if it means anything, but wherever I am in this umbral space, this creature that's been ended by your talons and mine, thank you for being there at the beginning. The very beginning of me.
You thank me for doing what needed to be done. You would have languished as any other tribe. Reads the skies. Whether you know it or not, every day you fill your lungs with the wind that beats beneath my wings, and you speak with my screech, and your talons are as sharp as mine. Any other patron spirit would not known of what to do with you. On your shoulders rest the promise of a new nation for these people. It is unfair. It is pressure. It is weight that your shoulders are not yet broad enough to bear, but bear it you will.
I will do everything I can to lead this nation properly, respectfully, and with a little touch of gumbo makes everything better.
The last High King of this broken nation was one of my chosen. Do not become like him. My Jonas Albrecht.
Wherever direction I will take, it is to be a single entity of yours, your use, your guidance, to lead this nation and my pack. And somebody I care about. He just doesn't know it yet.
Then I will leave you with this. When the fire rages around you, when the flame of the Wyrm threatens to lick your flesh to bone, look up, read the sky, even if you cannot see.
I shall do what is requested of me. That is my job. And I do enjoy looking at the sky to see what she has going forward. I have a question before you leave. I'm not sure you know how feelings go towards caring for someone, but I want to help someone who's in pain, struggling. I'm not sure if this space holds what he's got that makes him like he is, but I would like to help him heal.
You speak of Grim Omen.
Yes.
Would you like to see?
Yes.
Very well. And Falcon takes his talons and rends open the cloud beneath you. And you see him much younger. He's got kind of a shaggy mop of blonde hair. His facial hair hasn't even fully come in yet. He maybe looks 17, 18 years old. You see him walking with a man barrel-chested, kind of red beard, shaved bald head, glasses. The two of them seem to be arguing about something. You hear the one say, the barrel-chested man says to him, "Well, if you wouldn't have killed Scarlet Howler, this wouldn't have been a problem." Turns back, he says, "I couldn't help it. It happened before I knew what happened. It's done. You shouldn't have torn a fucking hole into the Umbra, you idiot." And the big man just shrugs his shoulders. "I'm Grawl, I can't help it. When I cross the gauntlet, it leaves a hole." And the two of them go back and forth bickering as they walk before it goes silent. And the scene fades quicker, and you see about a 14-foot tall Krynos version of a black bear trying to hold off what looks like a man. But then you see that it is, from under its helmet, there are two blue horns that come out and tip up. And he's sort of keeping this bear at bay with his shield pressed against his chest and is raising an axe before that arm gets bitten off halfway through the bicep by Grimm's Krynos form and pulled apart. And this fight goes on. You see that this bear dies by a lithe kind of leaf-shaped blade spear slipping through its ribs. And you see that as Grimm is surrounded by what look like fantasy knights, one of them takes their helmet off, and you see a beautiful, almost ashen-skinned woman with long blonde hair. And just like the girl that you saw back at the farm, long pointed ears. She leans over to the one beside her who looks almost identical except for he has black hair and like red and black eyes. She says, "Oh, I like this one. Can we keep him? I've always wanted a dog, Domhnall. Can I have him?" He smiles. "Of course you might, my dear. Come. Leash the beast and bring it to the castle. We'll have it trained and properly manicured. Dear God, it's dirty." And the scene moves forward, and you see Grimm cold and in a cage. You see him covered in lashings and whip marks and scars. It looks like he's aged probably 10 years. His hair's long and shaggy. He has a beard now. His eyes look around wild and strange. You see the woman comes up to the bars again, that same elven woman. "You know, doggy, if you stop being such a bore, maybe we can take you out more." "Oh, I rhymed." And just keeps walking on. And by the way, the candle very quickly lowers in this cell. You see a man comes by. Kind of has like very apple-ish cheeks that have spiral markings coming out of them, and almost like Harlequin makeup on, but it's just his flesh. He says, Hey. Wake up, you flabbernaggin' dinglewop. I'm here to get you out." And you see Grimm looks up. He says, "Yeah, I thought that would get a Lincoln baller's attention. Come on." And you see this fairy moves its hands, and you see the internal mechanisms of the lock beginning to disassemble themselves, and then reassemble themselves into a little toy soldier on the ground near him, and the door opens. He says, "Okay, alright, let me see that." And you see him do the same thing with this chain that is around Grimm's neck, but he makes it smaller and a chain around the toy soldier's neck, and he tucks it in the corner. He says, "Alright, okay, this should work." And he starts to chant in this strange, lilting, sing-songy language, and you watch as the chain and the toy soldier both begin to grow and take shape until it looks like Grimm in the corner with the chain around his neck again. He says, "Okay, alright, we gotta get you out. You don't belong here. I mean, you're from the Fingal-nabbing waking world. You can't be here. You're making everything bad. I gotta get you out." "Okay, alright, how am I gonna do this?" And then you see a crossbow bolt punctured through the back of his head and out his mouth, and blood splatters over Grimm. And then the whole vision starts to bleed red. You see just mangled limbs, a burning castle, and Grimm stumbling out into downtown Charleston from like an alleyway before the vision settles. You see, there is a place in the Umbra where it is so deep that nightmares may get a hold of you.
What can I do to end his nightmare?
I do not have that answer. If you look for the secrets of healing, you should consult Unicorn.
I need to see Unicorn then.
Though, I imagine, if you dared, I know of even one other spirit that is nearly as a potent healer. One that favors you greatly.
And who would that be?
The Lady of Lake Pontrain.
You know, shit, that's a myth, right?
She is a spirit. Because people believe.
You'll see Buddy kind of like recognize something and then like, that's why it's always calm when I go there.
She favors you. She always has.
But why me?
You'll need to ask her that.
All I do is when I was younger and when I got my degree, I cleaned up around the around there.
Chiminage.
Merde.
It's not a bad thing. From Lake Pontrain, all of the clean water that flows into the bayou come. That is healing, the power of clean waters.
But why you say, if I dare?
You know what waits for you. In the state of Louisiana. You will need to face those who have made you feel lesser, and you know what our compact is.
Well, I guess I had to make some decisions, don't I? I won't be humiliated again. And even if it looks like it, I'd rather kill than be killed.
It is time for you to return to the waking world.
So be it, Falcon. Thank you for showing me what I need to do.
He lifts a talon, and one of his talons touches your forehead here, and the other touches your heart here. And the world world kind of wibbles around you before you feel yourself. The ground drops out from beneath you, but it's not far. It's just a quick landing. And as you look around, you see a marked offshoot of the road. It says, no pedestrians beyond this point. Construction ahead. And there's a sign across that says, next rest stop and gas, 0.5 miles. And you see on the food side of that board, there's just one restaurant. These shops. In the gravel turnout, it's something with a tarp over it. And the tarp has a Garu glyph on it. It is the glyph for a gift or a present or an offering.
Do I still have any deer?
Yeah, I would say that you do for sure.
Can I leave a little piece?
Sure. But as you get down and leave a little piece, you see a sterling chrome wheel well and a tire under this tarp.
Go get closer to it.
Do you take the tarp off?
I'll lift carefully.
So you lift it up. It looks like it's probably an early 80s model Harley Davidson. And it has, above the headlight, you see that there is a small silver statuette built on a stem like how car hood ornaments are.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a falcon taking off. And there's a note on it. Sitting between the handlebars.
What's the note?
So you open it, it says, "To whom it may concern, I have been asked to leave this as an offering to Falcon. Please take care of it, and know that this is how it was always meant to be." And it is signed, "Speaks in Gilded Letter."
Hop on it, see if it starts.
Sure does, like a jiffy.
Is there a helmet or anything?
There is. In the saddlebags, there's a helmet.
I guess them 0.5 miles won't be that far. No.
And as you do,
All right,
as you pull out of the gravel turnout and onto the road, we will head back to Yosef, Alayla, and Chester. Wade comes out a few moments later with 3 full, like table-sized dinner platters full of salad that is like a chef salad. It's got like chopped ham, turkey, cheese, hard-boiled eggs.
I am just wolfing it down. Just get as much roughage into my body as possible, please.
And he also sits down from his other hand a map on the table. He says, "I've kind of narrowed it down to one of these 3 mines here. Just there's this old mine shaft. It's a little high up the range. I found glyphs surrounding that mine shaft, but they're Garu glyphs. Glyphs for victory, for destruction, things of that nature. So they could be hiding out there because they know that the glyphs will cover their tracks, but I feel like they would have left something behind. And I didn't find it, so I'm not sure."
What about this one?
And then this one down low in the valley, that's the old Harlinson mine. That was an old attempt at a silver mine. It collapsed in the 20s, I think. I went to check it out just because I thought that maybe the Black Spirals would want to go to an old silver mine to try and make weapons. I couldn't find any evidence, but I also couldn't get too deep in. My bones don't quite move like they used to. So, and then this one here, the third, this is Dunkirk mine. And Yosef, immediately, your sight from beyond kicks off.
Oh crap. Here we go.
Again, you find yourself you can see yourself having the mushroom and moonshine induced vision back at Wolf Creek. You can see yourself standing there and perceiving things.
I'm gonna say, this has gotta be a flashback, sure.
But now, your point of view now, being able to see yourself, you're standing back much further. You can see more of what is around you. You see where you saw like a field of yellow with like black striping on it before. That's the edge of an excavator. It's caution painting. It says Harold and Harold Mining Company.
All right.
You look kind of off to your right, and you can see a sign that says Dunkirk Mine shaft depth 12,000 feet.
Yosef, like, while doing the 1,000-yard stare, just points directly at Dunkirk Mine and says, there.
And as you continue to follow that vision, you see yourself staring at the tree where Mnemosyne was kept. But you don't see it that way anymore from this point of view. You half see it. It's like the tree is split down the middle now. On the one side, you see the forms of people hanging from the tree. And on the other side, you see that there are blossoms blooming and wisps running through the fields. And then as you shift forward again, you see yourself further forward in what you can obviously see from where you're at, because the electric lights are back here with you, is a mine shaft. And as that green and black fire begins to creep up the walls heading towards you, there you see a man step out of the shadows behind where you are, wrap his arms around you, and jump. And then you're brought back into the moment by nothing other than a blood-curdling scream as you all hear Winona screaming at the observation deck.
Alayla takes off.
I
Oh, shit!
think so as well. Yeah, without
Yeah,
a
me
word.
too.
Wade looks up. I'll keep the flies off your salad.
Thank you!
Alayla fucking high knees it all the way because she's currently in her Hamid form. High knees it to Winona, and I think without any prompting, she just scoops Winona up into her arms.
You might not want to, depending on. I have a few logistical questions first. What's at my feet? Like, is it rock, stone, wood, gravel?
This is a gravel observation deck, but also currently you're kind of standing in front of it taking a phone call. There is the observation telescope, the little drop a quarter in and look around the valley type thing.
Then, as she's screaming, Winona's taking a point of Hoglosk at 5 rage now, and she would have dropped the phone. She would have fallen to her knees as she was screaming and starting to dig her hands into the gravel and pulling. And I would say, like, so hard and rough that even her nails are starting to come off. And she's going to activate Razor Claws to kind of, like, dig into the ground, leaving streaks of her own blood behind as she continues to scream.
Yeah, no, Alayla sees this. It does not stop her. She immediately scoops up Winona and is holding her to her chest and is just saying, "You're here. You're with us. Come back. Come back."
She is just staring at the phone that's on the ground at her feet now. Those blood streaks that are like you pulling her off. She's kind of shaking. She's there. She's breathing. She's hyperventilating.
Yeah.
She might, like, from everything you've seen from her in the past, she might shift if she's
Yeah. I think no, you go first. You
I was
go
going to
first.
ask, you said the phone's on the ground. Did you destroy it?
No, I just dropped it. Like, so if it cracked from the fucking impact, that's one thing.
It's
So-
an old. I prefaced before that it was an old Motorola, so
It's a
that thing
brick.
survived.
it's,
thing survived.
it's holding on.
So the other question I have is, have you hung up yet?
Yeah, my last before screaming, I hit the hit.
Yeah.
And
Right.
fall.
Okay.
Alayla is going to do something that she used to do to her siblings. And she's going to start humming. To her, this is a song of spring when her siblings were born. So she starts humming and she just takes her hand and right where like the pulse point on the neck is, she just starts rubbing back and forth and gently rocking Winona. Almost just humming her a lullaby to help her calm.
It's going to take her a second, but she will start to melt into that, and she's still trembling, and there's this deep growl in her throat. You can she's at 5 rage. I'm sure as shit like anybody could feel the rage coming off of her
For sure.
at this point, and she's going to start crying, and she's rapidly in between her breaths, she's going to just keep saying, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Yosef, if you could for me, will you give me a very quick wits and awareness before you get too deep in that thought?
Yeah.
I would take from one from you, Chester, as well, if you were so inclined.
Alayla is just whispering to her, like in response to her, I fucked up. She says, we will fix it. We're back. We run together. We will fix it. And just silently pray for Buddy to arrive. Because help.
That is 4 successes, storyteller.
Okay. So we'll start with you really quick, Yosef. As all this is happening, you remarked that you were looking towards the phone.
Yeah.
You see the Bluetooth turns on, and then off, and then on again, and then off again,
no.
and then on again. Chester, 4 successes. You see the same thing, but you see, instead of seeing the Bluetooth signal of it, that's not what you focus on. Around it, the spiritual pressure increases and then lets off. Increases and then lets off.
Can I give Chester a knowing look?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick the phone off the observation tower. Ledge.
Sure.
I'm just gonna kind of kick it. We can buy a new one.
Yeah, I'm considering getting $250 worth of gift certificates from the Shoney's anyway. This would be something I can just add to that.
Chester, just really quickly for me, could you roll me a single die and tell me if it's a success or failure?
That thing's a brick.
What a time to do this, but that is a crit.
Perfect.
Oh!
So as you kick it off, it falls off the edge of the deck. It's about a 30-foot drop, but you hear a like animal yipe as it hits the ground.
That's an in-character laugh, by the way.
They know I'm alive. Jack knows.
Whoa,
He got
whoa,
Ruby.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
He got Becca. He got Becca.
Shh.
Okay, I hear you. But you have to explain. Who is Becca?
My friend.
Your
Alright,
friend.
okay.
The one I saw. The one from the dream. The one from. I called her because I wanted to make sure she was okay. I wanted, and he knows I'm alive. And
Okay.
Jack got to her. She's us. She's them.
What
She's
is-
Fenris.
Ooh, shit.
Okay. What is the likelihood of friend also being Garu?
She told me. She's my fuck. She's my sister.
Hey, whoa, okay, that's a whole additional pillar of information right there.
You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, very much so. Alright, listen. This is a lot to unpack. I'm gonna say this right now, Winona, that is next level degree of complex emotions. But you sitting here hyperventilating, clawing the dirt isn't gonna help anyone's cause, nor do I think, even if there is a pack of Get bound to try and kill us for some reason right now, that's going to impede us from our present journey.
He's going to start looking for me. We are on a time limit. And as I say
I
that, I
know.
would like to transform. I would like to turn into Glabro.
Oof.
One rage check, please.
Teeth.
Oh,
Okay,
True.
so I described this as this sort of gravel overlook, like observation deck, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Winona has described clawing into it and is now increasing her mass by her own body weight in half again. So I'm going to need everyone to make me a Dex and Athletics right now if you don't want to tumble 30 feet. Because this observation deck is collapsing.
I rolled a 9 and a 1, both rage die. So one of those is teeth and the other is success, I believe.
Teeth.
Teeth, great. 4. Wonderful. Y'all are so messy.
It's look.
2. Alright. So, Chester, you are going to manage to get back in time to not collapse with the rest of this observation deck. Winona, you're going, sis. You're taking the tumble. And for Yosef and Alayla, as you begin to tumble, each of you reaches out quickly and grabs a root or a stone or something to hold on, and realizing that's not going to be enough, both of you reach for each other in this moment. And with 2 teeth going at each other, you're each going to take a level of superficial damage, as you are essentially, both of you are holding each other's hand to a stone in the center to stay on, and it is cracking your skin. The dirt and the gravel is splitting into your hands. But if either of you lets go of that hand in the middle, you're falling.
I'm gonna go and help him. I'm gonna try to help him
Okay.
from where I am.
Would you
There-
like to shift first?
I would. I actually would like to do so. I'm gonna immediately see that this is happening, and knowing. Yeah, I'm just gonna switch really quickly, shift to Glabro, and
One rage check, please.
Well, hanging there, Yosef's just like, new pack policy! We never let Winona answer a phone call alone again!
that is a success.
Alright, go ahead and make me a strength and athletics with the 2 dice bonus of being Glabro.
I have some questions.
I have some answers.
I
God.
holding on. All her like muscles are straining. She looks she's gonna look at Yosef for a second, but then look down, and she wants to see where Winona landed.
It is through the tree cover and somewhere down there through all of the broken branches and now rock slide.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's 5 successes.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try to yoink them up, as well as at the same time kind of look down and see the damage of the trees and stuff.
So as Chester reaches down, he easily pulls, you're both in Hamid form, easily just grabs the hand that you're holding of each other's and pulls you both up to set down.
Amazing.
Now is the perfect time to resolve what happened to Winona. Or levels of superficial. Winona. You tumble down, you split your head open, you fall through the tree cover, you feel several broken ribs, one of your arms is kind of like this way, out of the elbow. It's hard out here for
Right.
You also see that there is a dead squirrel beside you that has had its head caved in with a falling Motorola phone. And I think that is where we're going to take our break. We will catch you on the other side. I'm not entirely sure what I've stumbled upon in this village. I'm all the places I've ever been before this place. This knoll is the most like that place where I go when I sleep. Skittering, scuttling, murmuring, muttering. The wind blows, the leaves drown the whispered words of the ancient foe. Where hides the beating heart of Tevesereth? An idiot god screams in the deep places, calling for its kin, and I can hear it. I will not be eaten. My heart pounds like the drums in that deep place. Thunder pales as snow deafens. The water rises. Seize the weapon. Blood mingles. Dynasty. Remember, never forgive, never surrender. The jail of the gods is bereft of the enemy that once it held.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watched before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten. Welcome back, dear viewer. Hi. We missed you. As we head back in, Winona, laying there, busted up. You are in Glabro form, so you can heal if you wish. It is just one rage check per level of superficial.
Yeah, and I figure it's gonna be slow. I think she's healing, but she's taking her time with it. She's kind of just laying there, having looked at the squirrel, the damage to her body, and then looking up to the trees.
Joseph.
I was going to say, if my packmate has fallen over a ledge into a bunch of tree line and we can't spot her, I think the logical thing we need to do would be to ask Magpie if he can go and look for her and call if he sees her.
Yes, I can do that.
Thanks, man. Birds. But
I need one compliment.
you are by far the most consistent friend I've had in this entire experience.
Take it. And you feel him take off your shoulder. Then a few moments later, Winona Magpie lands beside you. Your arm is fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts.
Ooh, squirrel. And he kind of hops over and begins to pick at the squirrel and then calls up.
All right, we got her.
She's just looking at this happening, and she is slowly healing. By the way, just for mechanical stands, two successes, 2 failures.
Okay, so you're down to 3 rage. And Magpie looks over to you, Winona. Waste not, want not. You hungry?
Perpetually so, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good right now.
It's just a squirrel. People eat squirrels every day.
That's yours. That's all you, buddy.
Well, not mine. I'm just stealing a little bit. Chester killed it, which means it belongs to Owl. So.
Yeah. That tracks.
I wonder. And he kind of takes one hop back to be a little further away from you. Do you ever get tired of doing stupid shit?
Really?
This is like the third
Right now?
time you've hurt yourself. I have observed all of them. I'm just wondering.
Trying to be better. It's all we can do is try.
That's not
Try,
true.
try.
You could choose to succeed.
Sure. Just try harder.
Hmm.
Trying
No.
not to increase my rage.
Do or do not. There is no try. That's what the Yoda said on the TV.
Sitting here broken-bodied, getting.
Is he
put in
giving you
movie
shit?
quotes.
Is she giving you shit, Winona?
Yes.
Magpie, don't kick Winona while she's down.
Do I see a pathway of any kind that would
Yeah,
lead
you
us?
can head back down to the Shoney's and then take it's a little walk through the woods to get back around.
You save me from Magpie.
Yeah, she will look at Wade and be like, "We will be back in a minute," and then start.
Yeah,
Wait,
when I do
watches
that, I
you
will
go
remember. I
Huh.
will remember to shift back first to helmet form and then everything, just in case there are bystanders.
Sure.
You no longer have an outlook. And
starts making it
I
happen.
really hope that outlook was worth less than $250.
We also owe you a phone. and then continue walking.
No, the phone's intact.
As
Is the phone intact?
Yeah, no, it's functional.
Fucking bricks.
And you all see Winona laying on the ground. And Chester, you definitely notice that there are a few nibbles missing from this squirrel.
Yo, ow.
How can share? I actually need this.
I am gonna take the phone and I'm going to break it.
No.
And I'm gonna take the squirrel, and I'm going to stash
Also
it.
break it.
no, I'm not gonna break the
No
squirrel.
Coordinates on anything.
You said
It-
one of the bones in my arm is just completely out, right?
You've healed it by this point.
I was gonna say she's gonna go, like actually like physically grab at her arm and like help the healing process along.
Roll me a strength athletics, if you would, Alayla.
Yeah. Strength. 3. 3 out of 4 dice.
You squeeze the phone and it cracks, and the like housing for the actual electronics cracks as well. But the phone is still functional.
This is a cursed object.
No, it's a blessed object. They don't make them like this anymore. Literally, they don't.
I will hand it over to Yosef since he thinks it's a blessed object. And I will help Winona get off the floor.
I'm sorry.
It is fine.
It's not.
You all hear from behind you towards the Shoney's the loud rumbling of a motorcycle pulling in.
What the fuck is that?
Sounds loud.
It's probably some dude on a bike.
Is that a Harley?
Going to just help Winona walk up the path.
Yeah.
And buddy, you pull up to this Shoney's in perfect time to see the rest of your pack kind of pulling Winona out of the woods.
I think, well, stop camera. I think what'll happen is that once he pulls up, he's like taking off his helmet, and they will, I guess, it depends if they see him or hear him first. He's literally saying, Fede Jaka, and he's popping it off, and he's.
The second that I see Buddy, Winona is fucking, like, she's gonna pull away and she's going to, no matter what the pain is, she's gonna book it and she's going to tackle into Buddy into a big hug.
Whoa, that shit, what happened?
She's just burying her face into your chest and she
sweet
is just holding it tight.
He'll. What?
I'm sorry.
We're sorry for what?
I fucked up bad.
What, did you steal some clothes?
I called home.
Well, that's normal to call home. If you howled at the moon, yeah, that's fine.
I called Rebecca, my best friend, from before Buddy.
How?
I had her phone number and I had a phone from the Shoney's.
You've really called her?
Yeah. And to catch you up to speed, because I'm still processing, and she's going to point towards where the lookout or overlook used to be.
What happened to you? You look terrible.
I fell into the forest.
I about to say that
And
you also
broke
trying to
some
cook
bones.
something.
Hey!
She is going to laugh through that, but she's going to say,
Don't eat that black pudding, Chad. It's not good.
Jack is going to know that I'm alive.
Rebecca. You'll see
Rebecca.
it immediately harden. What you mean, Jack gonna know you alive?
So, are you ready for some news? Because I wasn't, but we need to all know. My best friend Rebecca is Garu, is us.
Okay.
She's Jax. She's one of Jax. She's fucking Fenris. She's fucking Fenris.
Well, that's
And-
not good, Sheriff.
And she's also my sister. Apparently Jack fucked her mom.
Yeah, it's been a whole Tennessee Williams play for the last 40 or 50 minutes or so.
Wade steps up. You called the cult of Fenris on our phone.
I didn't know she was cult of Fenris. I didn't call them on purpose. They got her. I'm sorry.
You guys haven't got the numbers to deal with them if they turn up in force, do you?
We're gonna have to.
I caused this. I have to deal with this.
Why does
Stop
that
talking.
make you-
No, you don't. You're all here looking for the black spirals and looking for... I think Jer said you were looking for the old wolf.
Yeah, he's He's held prisoner by them, we're pretty sure.
That is much more important than what will happen here.
Aye, but, you know, if we were to leave a fucking note or something that says, hey, this is where they've you headed off to, feel free to you go and lend them a hand, maybe, if they're so big about fighting the enemies of Gaia. That means that they deflect the heat from you, and
No.
What
maybe we get a leg up?
What if we take the box with us?
It won't help.
Uh,
By now, they will have already tracked this number to the 3 cell towers that this will triangulate to.
Yeah, the Bluetooth was pinging off and on that phone, and then we apparently killed the squirrel.
You did what?
That-
box
that
fell
one-
on squirrel.
That one was my fault. It's okay.
You-
What if I...
What? You threw a phone at a squirrel?
Enough.
Not on purpose. We could leave the note, we can say something, and then maybe you make that trek into the Umbra. For now.
That's actually an idea.
Whatever happens, they're gonna want to come here and set up shop
At the Shoney's?
somewhere nearby. Probably not our Shoney's. It's beneath them. Shoney's.
What if I take the phone with me and go far away and start
What-
calling him
what-
there,
And
what
wherever
am-
that is?
Wade looks very intently at you, Winona. Sure. If you wanted to chain yourself to the mountaintop and have the eagle eat your liver every day, sure. There's no need for you to pull some Promethean punishment bullshit on yourself. That's the old litany.
This isn't punishment. This is me saying that if they come for me directly, I will kill them.
They'll
If they hurt
always
anybody that I
come
care
for
for.
you. It's the cult. I remember when they were still a part of the nation. I was there. And they haven't changed that much. It's just people realize what they actually fucking stood for.
What do we do?
You fight until you're dead. That's what we all do. Now look, I know y'all probably haven't been Garu for that long. But that's what we do. We fight until we die. So what? You got another person lining up to take a shot at you. So fucking what? Either they'll kill you or they won't. And in the meantime, Gaia has needs what need tending to.
Yeah. Well, for whatever it's worth, if there's anything ever that I can do for you and yours, I am yours.
Yeah, well,
I owe you that much.
Do y'all have any of that fried shrimp that was real popular in the 90s?
oh yeah, the coconut shrimp. Yeah, I've got some in the freezer.
Yeah, I kind of want to take a bag of that. Maybe something.
You
I can
want-
give you.
You want me to fry some up? I mean, it's still lunch hour. We haven't transitioned into dinner. Y'all still have some food on the. Why don't y'all go sit down and I'll bring
Yeah.
another round of food.
That's fine.
Thanks, mate.
Winona hasn't eaten yet. She is ravenous now.
Winona,
Oh yeah, come on. We got a big salad, like chef salad over here.
Buddy's still holding on to Winona.
Yeah.
Look at me in my eyes. You're gonna have to stop running when things get hard, okay? I'm right here. If you need something, I'm here. Now what you told me is a bit of a pickle, but that's fine. When you dice them up, they go in all types of salad. Chicken, tuna, whatever. With a little Creole spice in it, I'll be all right. But you gotta stop thinking you're gonna take this on by yourself.
I feel
I'm-
like I'm messing up and making things harder.
Everybody makes messes. It's just, you gotta decide how you're gonna clean it up. And how you've been cleaning it up is you've been bringing a broom and dustpan to a car crash. Way too much glass, way too much stuff that won't fit. It's okay to fuck up. I know you realize it. It's all right.
You know, she's clutching onto your shoulders as she says this. I'm not afraid of much anymore.
Good.
I'm really not. I feel the best that I've ever been in my life with y'all and with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fights to the last. But she's gonna look you in the eyes and she's gonna say, Daddy, I'm scared.
I know.
What am I gonna do when I see him or Rebecca and I lose that strength to fight back?
You won't. Because I'll be right next to you. Like a father should be. Besides, you ain't had none of my succotash yet. None of y'all had. Can't die now. Now, with that being said, as we get sitting down, we gotta talk about leading this pack. We're gonna succeed. Every last one of us. I'll make sure that. God willing, God in support. And by Falcon, we'll get everything we need to get done. But Winona, stop. I'm gonna say something that's gonna not be nice.
I'm prepared.
Let Becca go. I know you didn't want to hear it, but from what you're saying, let her go. You're Winona. They knew you as something before, but you're here now. Some things are best left in the past until we have to confront them. And besides, you still haven't asked me anything about your dad. I'm an open book. And if you want to have it over some coconut shrimp and string beans and rice, so be it. I will say this, though. You do everything just like your father. Even what you're talking about now. It's okay. I loved him for it. And I don't love you any less for it. Now let's eat.
Yeah, and while we do that, can we talk about what fucking divorced dad energy your new bike has? This is the kind of thing that I would have if I came across it in my home city, strip for parts and leave in a glen on principle.
Oh, so you want to ride in the bitch seats, what you're telling me. That's fine. Pop you on the back.
And as you were all brought out coconut shrimp and mashed potatoes, and it looks like they're transitioning into the dinner courses at the moment. So there's like country fried steak with white gravy, patty melts, things of that nature. As all of that gets sat down for you, and Wade sits back down with a rather sloppy-looking burger that is tartar sauce as the sauce. He says, "So what's your plan?"
Right now, go in there. Yeah. I was gonna say, by the way, folks, I had a little flashback there when I was looking at those maps, and Wade was so kindly doling out for us.
Maps, flashback.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, you weren't here.
Wade clears a few plates to show you the map.
Oh.
Shut up.
When
Buddy, we did meet Manticore. Manticore is
Oh shit!
past in that sense.
You killed him?
no,
Meg did.
the
Magpie?
Karen- No,
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 Magic.
no.
Oh,
The Bane. When
Oh.
we got to the cairn, they were under attack. We found
Good.
Maddox. He is
And?
off. He came with us out. He was stuck. He is not Garu. He is
mortal.
A cat.
Lion.
Yeah, he's a cat.
Lionkin.
There's still so much I'm learning.
Yes.
Luna was like shoveling food in her mouth.
Essentially, we helped him fight off the Bane, but then Manticore has been fighting a long time, and his wounds were grievous.
He just finally succumbed to him.
Yes.
I see.
No
Well?
one else survived.
But he let us know that Wolf is currently trapped in a would-be pit by a bunch of black spirals.
And that has to do with this map somehow. Also,
Yeah.
that's a nice burger. I kind of.
They're holed up in a mine. And their numbers potentially 6, 7.
Oh, we could take them down easily then.
Well, I'm filled with all the rage still.
You be quiet and heal and eat. Now, also, he'll. I don't know, but you would see him kind of like do that on the side of your, like someone's dad. Anyway,
Layla's brow goes up and she looks at Chester like, this is new.
you know, if it's ripping someone's sack off, then I'm ready. You see, Buddy kind of look much more.
This is new.
She's looking.
Yeah.
She's doing that thing where she looks through you.
Divorced dad energy.
Divorced dad. I wasn't ever married to be divorced. That thing
No?
out there, it purrs real good, man, on the ass. It's a good ride. You could say
Mouth
big dick
half full of
energy.
food.
I
Mouth half full of
don't.
food. She's gonna say, "Do you listen? Do you listen to Creed?"
No, I'm not a fan. I like Nickelback though.
Layla has zero context for any of the things that were just said.
But really, divorced dad, you want to talk about what you got going on?
hey, listen, I never had kids.
Wade looks up. It's the strung out uncle energy for me.
Oh yeah, 1000%. I will take strong uncle any day of the week.
You're constantly hammered and full on drugs all the time. I think you have. I don't even think you low key. You are an alcoholic.
Squints.
I really think that, honestly, I think I got a worse habit when it comes to cannabis than alcohol, but sure.
And
I'm not a therapist, but
Wade
you
looks
know.
over to you, Chester. You want to take a walk real quick?
Yeah, I was planning on that first already.
Yeah.
Layla reaches up and just grabs Chester's hand briefly and then lets go.
Yeah, I kind of grip the hand a little bit and
Do I
and
see
just
that?
nod.
She wasn't hiding it.
No, neither was Chester.
As they, I guess, walk away out quickly. Well, Layla, if you wanted to grab his ass, you could have done that.
Is that the appropriate way to show affection?
One of
No,
them.
kissing is. Oh,
A certain kind of affection, certainly.
a horny
You can-
one.
I don't know what these words mean, but I will take them into counsel.
Well-
He starts eating.
As you all eat and discuss the dictionary
Oh my
definition
God.
of horny, as Wade walks with you into the woods, Chester, there's this kind of older, like, it looks like it at one point it was an outhouse, or like multiple outhouses, but they got put together. And he opens the door, and you see in the center, there are all of these junk sculptures, like folk art. One of them looks to be a rat. Another, a strange, like, snake with antlers. You see kind of the face of a woman, and they've used, like, radiator tubes for the hair. And you see one that is most certainly an owl. I know the look when it's time to give your offerings.
I appreciate it.
I'll leave you in peace.
I
Also,
nod.
if you
and-
do have to take a piss while you're here, it's the outhouse all the way at the back. It's the one that's still functional.
It's still an outhouse.
Yeah.
For sure.
And he
Oh.
takes a step out and shuts the door behind him.
I don't think I was really hiding it or putting it in a bag or anything. I think it's just like tied to my waist and belt. Just very, very much the most silent strider, I'm traveling type of deal where there's like a squirrel tied by its tail, and I will grab it and lay it in front of Owl, the statue of Owl, and just we're gonna be in some of a mess, but I think I see. I realized now that we've been pulled apart. My pack has been pulled apart, and it felt like we were prey by creatures of the Umbra, by Maggot, by Fenris, and these black spiral dancers. But it is time. It is time to do the hunting. And what better teacher to learn from than you?
As you finish your thought, you hear a kind of electrical humming as the two motorcycle headlights that were used for eyes for this owl sculpture come to light. And there's some metal shifting as the owl begins to open up its wings and turn its head. I do not like this crude form that they have built, but it is honorable chiminage that they have built it regardless.
It's a lot louder than we're used to, I think.
I do not like having electric eyes.
I think it's whatever they have. But yes,
You have come to me seeking gifts for the hunt.
indeed.
I will send a messenger. For what you would need, I cannot teach.
I just... We are Silent Strider, And I want to learn this hunt. And whatever prey that we, as a pack, whatever prey we kill, will be in your honor.
I accept. Close your eyes and walk into the woods. My messenger will find you.
Thank you.
And as you close your eyes and walk out into the woods, moments pass, Chester, before you feel something warm touch your forehead. So you can feel fur. Do you open your eyes?
Yeah.
You see that leaned down off of a tree branch, there's probably about a 40-pound bobcat that has its forehead touched to yours. He turns his head. You are the hunter that Owl has sent me to look for.
Yes.
What would you ask? Owl says the price has been paid, but nothing has been paid to Wildcat.
I seek the ways where a way of the hunt, a way to have a leg up, I suppose. We Garu are loud.
Yes.
We don't need to be for this hunt.
You seek the quiet of deep winter.
Yes.
Wildcat can provide. He kind of looks up. If Owl will pay the price. He nods. Very well. Owl has agreed. You will fetch me 2 souls. Owl says you are hunting great prey. 2 of them, 2 of their deaths you will dedicate to me. And I will hunt them forever.
Understood.
Good. I like to play with my food. And Chester,
Good.
if you could, go ahead and mark Whispered Passage down under your gifts.
Nice. Alright. Before the bobcat leaves, I was just 2 souls. Any choice?
He smiles wide like the Cheshire Cat. Give me the meanest ones.
I've got some in mind.
I want to unravel their guts like yarn. The
With
wildcat
that,
does not like to eat its prey unless it tastes of fear.
I'll nod. It will be done.
Good.
Kind of take a little bit of a breath and now one last thing. And as I kind of walk away from the bobcat, I'm just going to almost just a very, very familiar thought kind of connecting back to Aeolus as I walk towards the clearing and a little bit further towards the outhouse area, but right before then kind of stop. I have another question. Okay.
And the morning dove descends to land on your shoulder. Ask what you have to ask.
That's an interesting one to ponder because this time it's about how I would think, and yet I don't know the answer. Where I used to see fear, I see conviction. Where I used to see liability, I see strength. What changed? What could have changed?
Where you stood.
And is it positive or negative?
Time will tell. If you look at a blade while holding it, it will appear dull. But when it is pointed at you, it is quite sharp.
Indeed. But that last answer is a little bit of a cop-out from you, my king. For someone that is timeless, time seems to be such an easy answer for all these questions.
Then perhaps you are asking the wrong questions. When
Then
your
let us scroll
hunt is
through a little bit
over,
further.
when your hunt is over, you will come to the mists. There we will talk in earnest.
Alright.
As you head back, the rest of you have been eating and catching up for a while. Probably nearly an hour at this point. You get to meet the rest of the Shoney's crew. They all come out intermittently for their smoke breaks and, say what's up. Most of them do look quite young. Other than Wade and one other, whose name's Curtis. All of them are under the age of 23. They're young, they're scrappy, and they're just trying to get by out here.
Could I have popped out my guitar and started just playing music for everybody as we eat and chat?
Sure.
It's nothing in particular right now. She's kind of just going through, the tracks. She's playing all the songs that she knows back to back. If there's any requests, she'll try her best.
Eventually, as Chester enters back into the fold and they're getting prepped up for dinner rush, Wade will look out. So you're headed to the Dunkirk.
Second.
I wish that there was more that I could do. Responsibly, anyway. There is something I can do, but it is at great risk to whoever would accept the gift.
Respectfully, I think we've already caused enough trouble. I've caused enough trouble.
What are we talking
Great
about?
risk to receive the gift.
I have the ability to impart knowledge. Knowledge of the spiral.
Some things are worth risk.
It sounds painful.
It is allowing corruption into yourself.
What's the risk to you?
There is no risk to me.
Then I'm more than willing.
Willing to become a black spiral if the corruption grows.
I'm stronger than Fenris. I can be stronger than that.
We know that. Absolutely not.
There are very
I don't
few
think this is about
who can be stronger than the
strength.
Wyrm. Fenris is a great totem of the Garo nation, or at least was. The Wyrm is a spirit of the Triad.
He has said knowledge. Alayla sees this sort of great weight of what they need to do, and they need every advantage. And so she will get up and sit before Wade and say,
I will take this on. Horned Serpent will guide me.
Winona's going to rest a hand on Alayla's shoulder and squeeze. She's just going to say, if this is what you want, I will trust you. I will have your back through no matter what.
she just puts her hand on hers.
Sister.
I'm gonna sit right next to Alayla and just, if you're gonna take this on, I'm not letting you take this on by yourself.
She smiles and says,
I am not by myself.
I know. This advantage that we could potentially get, if we're able to share the burden in any way, I would. And I'll
Alayla,
turn over to Wade and just, if we were to, would it lessen the burden? Or at least someone in tandem to share said burden, said corruption.
Wade will just look over at you. And that is not the type of burden it is.
then tell us what the whole burden is, besides the corruption.
That is,
What else can go wrong?
if the corruption is allowed to grow out of check, you can lead one into the arms of the Wyrm.
How does one keep it in check?
Staying vigilant. And if you need
Layla
anything,
kind of-
you come to me. I am capable of
looks-
breaking the thrall of the Wyrm.
she will grab Chester's hand for a moment and squeeze it, and will look him in the eyes and say,
Trust me. I can do this. I will not leave.
You will be looked at as a pariah among our people.
We
Then let
already
us-
are.
Would be nothing new.
So be it. This is quite foul. You must forgive me. He reaches up and he kind of tilts your head back with his hand.
Wait.
I'm gonna not stop holding her hand.
Wade,
I'm
do
also
you,
going
need,
to keep my hand on her shoulder.
you need me to help hold her down, Wade?
No.
All right.
And he takes a pocket knife and he drives it into his wrist, twists the blade, pulls it out. You must keep your eyes open. He puts his wrist over your face, and as the blood drips into your eyes, into your hair, and down your face, Alayla, you're used to this feeling. I mean, you've had your head inside the entire body cavity of a cow before. This is nothing. But it's as it seeps into your eyes that, just like in your dream, all those years ago when you met Fox for the first time, you see little licks of black and green flames at the edge of your vision. There is an understanding within you now that was not there before. And if you could, for me, mark on your character sheet one dot in the black spiral lore sheet. That first dot is called Black Spiral Glyph, and it reads as such. any Garu who knows the glyph can represent the black spirals, but among servitors of the Wyrm, the glyph itself possesses nuances that most Garu don't know. You know how to convincingly make the true black spiral glyph, which you might use as bait or to mislead others, but those who know you possess this ability are suspicious of you, if not outright hostile, and you suffer a -2 to all social dice pools when interacting with those Garu, your present pack accepted.
The only sign on her body to show not discomfort, but that new awareness and an almost like innate distaste for it is her back muscles tense, but her eyes remain open and unblinking. And I think for the pack, you have seen the way that Alayla watches people. And it's in this same way, that unblinking, as if she's seeing past, that she receives this. And then once it's done, she blinks. And she smiles and says, I'm okay. I'm all right.
Wynonna's just going to squeeze.
I understand things now. Their language, how they mark things. This will be useful to us.
Can we lure them with it?
Yes.
Then we have an advantage.
And you'll be able to read their glyphs in the mine. Know which tunnels they've marked as safe or unsafe. You'll be able to read their incantations.
I will know their secrets.
Yes, but no, I can't think like that. If you feel any discomfort, let me know.
I will.
And Layla, you've done this pack a great service. It will not be forgotten.
We are family.
We are family. So, anything else we need to do here? Or do we need to go digging?
I'm ready when you all are.
Alayla braids her hair and sort of stands up to her full height and looks at the pack.
Ready when you are.
So, we got a plan and a place to go. Now, I can only take so many on this beautiful Harley here, my divorced dad mobile. And I think you volunteered for the bitch seat, boy.
Immediately shifts into her lupus form.
So you riding on the back or what?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I was going to say I would just actually like to shift into lupus as well and just start playing around with Alayla.
I think as we go to head off, there's a her broken vocal cords, but a little cackle that comes from her, and she says to the pack, "Beat you there," and she takes off.
She won't beat us there. She won't beat us there. Oh well, Yosef, guess you're riding behind me like you're supposed to. I'm just yanking your chain there, friend.
By the way, two things. Rat says he wants to talk to you, and also you're a bitch.
Why does Rat want to talk to me? What'd I do?
Says you haven't spoken to him in a while. He's mentioned it back in that gin mill.
Oh, I do need to reach him. I guess I do. I haven't talked to him in a while. It does seem, yeah, it's been a while. Also, if I'm a bitch, what your folks say? Learning my daddy just said to them people, plug my home.
Ah! That's almost approving, actually.
And as you all start off towards the Dunkirk mine, it's late in the evening. Now, by the time you get there, it's about... Well, since there are 3 of you that are running on 4 legs and can go as the wolf runs rather than take roads, you do manage to get there around the same time. I'm just... Success on a dice means the wolves get there first. Failure means that the motorcycle gets there first. Success. The 4 legs will rock up about 2 or 3 minutes before the motorcycle.
Is it possible for me to just as flavor, while this is happening, kind of practice my whispered passage? So even though there's 2 other wolves with me, I'll kind of like dip out of sight and just practice to be as silent as possible. I think it costs 1 willpower and lasts 1 scene.
Yeah, I will say if you would like to have practiced, you can certainly spend me that willpower. And
Can I try to sense him?
we'll tackle that later. But as you all rock up to the Dunkirk mine, it is well past dark. And as you pull up, this doesn't appear to be an active mine by any means. Although there are mining excavators and drills and other heavy mining equipment out front here. You don't actually see any evidence that there's people working down in the mines. It looks like all the work is happening up here in front of the mine. There's kind of like a foreman's trailer. There's a few other things. You know, it's all surrounded by tall barbed wire fences.
Any actual people right now?
Give me wits and awareness. Everybody can give me wits and awareness if you would like.
6 successes on a crit.
Great.
6, 4, 2, 4.
Oh, actually, wait. 3 with teeth.
3 with teeth. I'm gonna hold that one off to the side, but the group average seems to be 4. So, with that being stated, what you all see is that there are a few, it looks like maybe night shift rent-a-cops that are doing like a light patrol around, closer inspection. They do have firearms, they have pepper spray, but the firearms that they have are like pistols. They certainly don't look like you're going to be under too much of a physical threat from them, to say the very least. Yosef, 3 with teeth. I think the thing that gets to you, and I'm going to have you increase your rage by 1.
3.
Is as you're looking around this space, I don't know if they use these where you are, but there are these large kind of off-white, tan, almost beehive-looking things sitting around. You've been in the United States and you've been in cities long enough to know what this is. These are essentially toxic, sticky rat traps.
Glue traps.
Glue traps, but in mass, as in like one of these glue traps could hold like 50, 60 rats.
I think I would have hated these things even if I wasn't Garu.
And so you see these, you can hear one of them, you can hear the rats squeaking from the inside.
How close am I to said rat trap?
It's on the other side of the fence, but you're about 20 feet off.
I can't believe I might be actually risking the security of the pack for this, but you actually might try and see if you can free some of those rats from that trap.
And that's not the only one. You can see 4 or 5 other traps just around this sort of outdoor area.
Yosef,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I can't unhear them. I can't unhear them, dear. I'm sorry.
What is it?
You can all hear the rats in the trap.
Oh, I see. Okay, understood. Oh, okay. What? Just a brief question, because you said there's like security. How many do we see, and is it like a rotation that's happening?
Yeah, it's... how long would you like to sit and observe them? It becomes my next question.
Look, we got the time. She's gonna take a good 10-20 minutes to sit here and watch. She's collecting information.
Yeah, if Yosef had been part of the planning and then we want to at least watch them long enough to see if they have a routine circuit as opposed to, like, this is just where we're going at this particular time.
So there is the one in the gatehouse that does not appear to be rotating.
Okay.
The other 4 inside of the fence look like they're rotating every 15 minutes.
Okay.
If we want to do this without being seen, I could cause a fog.
That'd be great.
Be helpful.
Yosef, be careful now, Cher. You don't need to be walking here being a dope. What is it my dad said? A duba.
I know. Just can't stand that. Can't stand that.
I know. Would this help rat if we help rats?
Even if it doesn't.
Can you commit to memory where they are, because the fog will hide them too?
I will say that if it doesn't help the rat, it at least helps me.
Alright. So, if there's no objections then.
I would like to use Curse of Aeolus.
Be quiet when doing it.
Sure. This is the first time you've used this gift, I think. So, go ahead and spend me a willpower. And roll Resolve and Glory for me, if you could.
Is there a way I could... ST question. Is there a way I can imbue Yosef with something to help him achieve his goal a little bit more?
Such as?
I'm looking at one of my gifts. Yeah, Silver Compact.
Silver Compact essentially gives someone temporary health or willpower points. So that can't be used for things, but they can be used to avoid taking willpower damage or health damage.
5 successes with a crit, by the way.
Okay.
Excellent.
Noted.
I'll try to help him with that with Silver Compact.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a single rage check.
Fail.
So you will lose a point of rage.
Okay.
What is your current honor rating?
Mine is 2.
And would you like that to be temporary willpower or health levels?
Willpower it is.
All right. So you can count yourself as having 2 ephemeral willpower for the purposes of taking willpower damage.
Great. Alright. And do we get a nice Misty Mist?
Yes, with 5 successes on a critical. So where Dunkirk Mine is geographically, you're kind of in the neck of a valley that leads up to this mountain. The entire valley all the way back to the main road fills with fog. And it is thick. It is not thick enough that you can't see or anything to that nature. However, I will give you the precise mechanical of what this does in just a minute.
I have it open in a book if you would like me to detail it.
Sure, yeah.
Curse of Aeolus. The Gauru calls up a thick, eerie fog that obscures vision and unnerves their opponents. A fog spirit grants this gift. System. The user makes a Resolve and Glory test against difficulty 2. Each success in the margin allows the user to cover an area roughly the size of a house with fog. Everyone in the fog suffers a 2 dice penalty to awareness and firearms tests. The gift can be used in any form. Duration is 1 scene.
Yes. So, appropriate to your minuses, Yosef, you are now shrouded in this fog. You are all shrouded in this fog.
Okay.
How do you want to go about this?
I was going to essentially pop the fence, try and find any glue traps where distinctly there are like large numbers of living rats, and essentially try and either take glue traps that like have like use as many living rats on them as possible, and then cut them out after the fact, or just cut them out of the glue traps while they're there.
Sure. So let's start with popping the fence. I will let you choose Dex or Strength and Larceny here.
I will go for strength, and with my larceny, that will bring the total to.
And you are doing this
4.
in Hamid form? Or would you like to shift?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I will expand. I'll do a rage check and shift to Glabro. 7. I do not go down.
Okay.
Can I go to Hispo?
Make me a rage check. Anyone who would like to do any shifting, now is the time to tell me the things.
Success.
Yeah, I think I'll go to Hispo from Lupus.
1 rage check, please.
Alright, so 2.
Successful.
Place that. Okay, well that dice pool becomes 6 instead of 4, which is nice. So hop the fence. Oh, wow. That's double teeth.
Heard. Anyone else doing any form changing?
I will be in Hispo, and also I would request to raise my rage by 1 from the cries as well. I keep forgetting.
Yes, I will allow you to increase your rage for that, and then give me a single rage check to go to Hispo.
That is a success.
Perfect. Buddy?
I will probably go to Glabro. I'll do Glabro.
Go ahead and make me a rage check.
Fail.
So you go down by 1 rage. What's that take you to? 1. Alright, barely holding on, but you are in Glabro. Wonderful. So, as you go to pop the fence, Yosef, with having 2 sets of teeth, you grab the fence in both of your hands and rip it open. The cries of these rats are just, it's overwhelming. You have to get through as fast as possible. As you fully just rip this fence open, Yosef, like it's nothing, and you duck through and you go to grab the first trap, and you're kind of catty corner to the like foreman's trailer. It seems like maybe you mistimed the rotation, and one of these guards turns directly into you. And there's a moment of tenseness, and instinct takes over as he reaches for his gun, and you fully grab him by the neck, ragdoll smash his spine against the corner of the trailer, and then throw him into the barbed wire at the top of the fence that he gets tangled up in, and then fully like pulls down half the fence. However,
Well, that is one way of handling that.
a lot of the fence is taken down, but you can hear people now shouting, "Is everything okay? What happened? Sector 2. And you're
Is that coming from his belt?
Yeah, as he's at the very least, you're not sure if he's dead or dying, but he is tangled in the barbed wire. Where you hit his spine from grabbing him by the neck on the corner of that building, he's certainly at least paralyzed from the arms down.
Oh shit!
Do we see this?
All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can,
Winona is going into...
You're in the mist, but I imagine that you were all close and moving as a pack together.
Yeah.
So this is... Winona's just going to say, like, whisper in the Gauru tongue, this is now a hunt. We cannot let them...
He'll whisper.
Right.
Buddy said, "You fucking ball bag! I told you
Really,
not to
really-
do that."
Really fast decision. Okay. Yosef is going to go over to the security guard in the fence. Do I see his name tag?
No.
Damn it! So no kind of ID on him at all.
No, you just see the walkie on his belt. His shirt's all shredded up. He's got barbed wire dug into his chest and into his neck
Right.
and his face.
I'm just going to try. This is so extreme. And I probably imagine it's going to be a really high difficulty. This works to just pluck the walkie off, calmly put the receiver and be like, "Yeah, no problem, false alarm."
Give me a composure and subterfuge.
Me
Yeah.
finger crossing, he can mimic a Southern American accent.
I've been in Appalachia for years.
Hey, he's been hanging around Buddy too, so why not?
Alright,
While
so,
this is happening,
so-
Winona's gonna just look around, make sure the best she can in this fog.
Yeah.
Storm Rage.
Anybody who wants to
Well,
make
I would-
awareness tests can roll me at -2 dice because the Mist of Aeolus is active.
I was gonna actually say that I now practiced in
Right.
in my
Yeah, your silent shit.
I'm going to run for the one in the guardhouse.
Yeah, Alayla's going for the next nearest one.
I
Yeah,
had a total of 5 in that dice pool. I got 4 successes.
Hold that thought. Chester, you're going for the one in the guardhouse.
Yes.
Alayla, you're going for the next closest in rotation. Buddy and Winona.
Buddy would like to, if he can, find something to stand, like a building advantage.
You want to try and get on top of the
Mhm.
foreman's trailer?
Sure.
Yeah.
And if somebody's there,
Strength athletics.
I rolled 3 successes to see someone, if possible.
You don't see anyone, but for a moment, Winona, you don't really see anything until you see 2 red lights open in the fog.
Do I have any idea what that might entail?
For a moment, your heart seizes as it is almost the same color as Fenris's eyes have been. And then you hear the starting of the engine, and this is obviously the brake lights for some piece of machinery.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to full tilt, sprint towards it, and we're going to bash into it.
You are in your
We're gonna-
dispo form.
We're gonna cause a car accident.
So, we're going to start with... Yosef had already made his roll and made it. I think next we're going to go to Buddy. Buddy, what was the result of your strength athletics roll?
7 critical.
Did you add the 2 extra dice for being
I
glove?
did.
Perfect.
Mhm.
7 critical. It takes 1 bound for you to get up there. You don't even really climb. You just jump the almost 9 feet up to the top. And getting a look around, the mist hangs kind of low. So you can see above the mist and see a little bit of what's going on here. You obviously, from this vantage point, can see the red backup lights. And you can see, because the arm of the excavator penetrates above the fog, that someone has gotten in this excavator and turned it on. And you can see that there is a red light that does the spinny thing on top of the guardhouse that has also started. This is what you can see from here. You also, as you land with a very heavy thud, you hear the distinct, "What the fuck was that?" inside of the foreman's shack.
Could I go prone on top of this thing.
Sure, absolutely.
And I want to be very delicate about it. And if they come out, they will feel me.
Heard that. Let's go ahead and go over to Chester. So are you invoking your gift again, Chester, or are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm invoking my gift and
I will
yeah,
say this is a
I already
new
spent the
scene.
willpower for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So spend your willpower, and then
And
yeah,
then
any
closer
sound
and
within a
closer.
10-meter radius of you is muted.
As I kind of like just sprint full tilt into the guardhouse, I just want to make sure, like, what is the size of this thing? Is it like one of those like really flimsy, like temporary,
Yes, it is.
modular ones?
Yeah, all of this entire operation reeks of low-cost, high-profit bullshit.
Oh, so then it's just basically a man in a small modular box.
Yeah,
I would like to crash into said box.
sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run straight through it and
You are in Hispo. This is a non-stealth physical test, so you will get a +2 dice bonus. Go ahead and give me a strength, and I guess I'm gonna call this athletics.
Okay. I just need to double check something real quick right before I do it.
Mm-hmm.
What a nice time to roll these little teeth right there. Nice, good time to be had.
Oh my god.
With the teeth is strange because everything within 30 feet of you is muted. So you crash through, it makes no sound. And as you crash through, you are going to take 2 superficial damage as one of the kind of metal poles that is used to reinforce the corners of these modular buildings has snapped off and kind of broken off in your shoulder. Just wanted to help some rats. And it's really funny that the guy doesn't even turn around before you absolutely impale him on the other end of the pole sticking on your shoulder. And drag him several feet as you ran through this with much more fury than you thought you would.
Yikes.
So Chester has a man pinned to him with a piece of modular pole that is definitely dead. Alayla,
Hey,
you're making a move on the next closest one.
Yes, so the idea here is that she is used to hunting in packs, and one of the things is going for the throat. One, because lots of important fucking arteries and things are in that region, but also it silences your prey. So that's where she's headed, and she's going to, run up towards them and just that leaping jump to snatch them.
This is a non-stealth physical test. Give me a strength and brawl with a 2 dice bonus.
6. It's a crit.
Perfect. 6 crit, and the bite from in Hispo form deals an additional 1 level of aggravated damage. So, Alayla, you say things like going for the throat, and then you forget that you are now almost 3 times heavier than you are in your lupus form, and that your jaws have almost the same muscle as your legs do in that form. And as you go for the throat, you, like a big dog with a chicken bone, snap that shit in your jaws, and his head tumbles off or lolls out of the side of your mouth, and his headless body spurts blood onto the ground.
She spits that shit out, and if she has to, goes for the next one.
Very good. Winona, you are charging the vehicle. Say non-stealth physical test, so make me strength. And is your intention to harm this thing or move it?
I'm going to attempt to wreck whatever it is and kill the driver.
Crush it like a soda can option.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and go with brawl here.
Okay. 5 successes, no crit.
5 successes. You run into this thing, Winona, thinking car. And when you hit an almost 2-ton excavator, you would expect it to hurt a lot more. You're only going to take 1 level of superficial damage. But you hear a snap of metal in it as you have snapped the bolt that bolts the cab and the turning excavator arm to the track wheels. And it is swiftly being pulled over by the weight, and the driver is going to be pulled off and take some damage in the wreckage, but this excavator is certainly not usable anymore.
If that's the intent, if I'm not dazed through this, we're moving up as it's fallen. We're moving up along the line, and we're going to coup de grace the driver.
That's the intent. Your next turn for sure. I need to make a very quick luck roll. How neat.
Oh.
As this tilts over, since where the excavator is hitting is not within the 10-meter radius of Chester, you all hear the crash. And, buddy, from where you are, you can see that the excavator limb has fallen and hit the opening of the mine, and it is starting to cave in. If you're going to get in there, you need to get in there now.
Does anyone come out of the home?
No.
Nobody does. I will make a run for it then.
Are you communicating this to the rest of your pack?
Yes.
Feel free.
He's gonna be like, I told y'all quietly, meet me in the hole, people. And I'm...
Yeah, we fucking go.
Alright.
Just like in my mind, I'm just like, oh, yeah, I did everything quietly. And then just like,
Same, Alena's like, there was no sound, actually.
So,
correct me if I'm wrong, because where it hit is where the cab driver would have been on my way to where I was going. Anyways, yeah.
So I'm gonna do a little hand play here since we're doing theater of the mind. So this is the cab of the excavator. When hits excavator brakes, leans this way. The limb of the excavator hits the opening to the mine over here. So
Gotcha.
you do have to pass the cab. Are you stopping to finish this guy?
It's important. Yeah, I want to try to finish this guy before, because if he's alive, he could call for assistance, and that would be way too much more difficulty for everybody involved.
You kind of get your muzzle in the busted up cab of this excavator as it lays on the ground. The dude is definitely unconscious, bleeding heavily. He's got glass shards in his face and in his neck and stuff. He cannot resist you, and you do entirely too much damage with a bite for him to survive if you intend on finishing the job here.
Yes.
All right. You dispatch him swiftly, shake your head, tear him up. He's done. Chester, Alayla, Yosef. You make your way into the mine with Buddy.
I think as Yosef hears the call to get into the mine, that he's like actually freaking out like at what just happened. Like he's just killed a man inadvertently. So I think that I'm looking at this man and thinking there's no way he's going to survive without medical attention immediately, and he's not getting it, right?
For sure. If he's not dead already, it's hard to tell.
He curses. He's going to snap his fucking neck just in case. He's going to take the gun, and then he's going to go.
Okay. So as everyone gets in, Winona is trailing behind a little bit, and this is starting to fall in. We have 2 Garu and Glabro form here that have hands that can help support this for just a moment. So from both of you, if you want to keep this opening to the mine up so Winona can get in, I'm going to need a strength and athletics from both of you. The difficulty I'm going to need you both to beat is decently high, so make this one count.
I will spend 1 point of willpower and reroll 2 of my dice. Total 6 successes.
Okay. 6 from Yosef.
That's what Ella got.
That's a crit on regular 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, this is a total of 13 successes. I was looking for 12. As the earth begins to crumble in around you, the two of you together are holding up at least 2 tons of stone by a bending metal and wooden reinforced beam that is falling in. As Winona comes running through, you both shove off to move yourself back from this, and the rocks and the dust crumble, and the light, what light you had, is gone. And you find yourselves standing in the dark.
If that happens, I want immediately to do Eyes of the Owl.
Sure. Easily enough done. Does that require an expenditure of willpower?
Willpower.
Absolutely.
So I'll spend 1.
I also would like to do that.
Absolutely. 1 willpower.
And I will say, well, no, how to tan your hide.
Before we continue, can someone take this man off of me?
Oh, shit.
He busted off in the doorway as you came in, Chester.
Oh, okay.
You see,
Do you have a metal rod though inside of you?
Yeah, you still have a bit of metal piping sticking out of your shoulder.
Buddy will kind of shift on a foot and laugh. He says, well, it looks like you got a pole in you. Let's just...
Oh, the man's
Yeah.
gone. Could you...
Yeah, I'm pulling the pole out because that's gonna hurt when it heals. I can run to strength, anything to...
No, it's easily enough done. This piping material is in the weirdest way, it is now slick with 2 people's blood, so it comes out relatively easily. So,
As that's happening, I'll just... you missed a lot in the Umbra. This pain is nothing.
Buddy will tear off a piece of his shirt and try to, medical, if that can help.
Well,
I mean, you can make
in
rage checks to
his
start
role,
healing,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm still gonna
Oh.
heal in his
Everyone
role, so
everyone is in a form capable of healing if you've taken any damage.
Okay.
so,
I would like to do so.
I'm
While this is
gonna-
happening.
I'm gonna go over to Yosef.
I will say, it is completely dark. Unless you have Eyes of the Owl, you cannot see in here.
But I can smell him, right?
Absolutely.
So I will follow his scent to him. Yosef, are you alright?
Just 1,000-yard stare. Uncomfortably, his head is resting on that pistol that he just took.
Yeah, she can't see him. But I think she knows enough about Yosef at this point to know, what went down is going to fuck with him hard. And she's going to just put her paw on whatever limb she can reach in this moment. And she will say, I know. It is okay. Sometimes these accidents happen. You cannot let it weigh on you where we are going. For now, if you can, put it in a box.
As if
We will
on cue,
remember.
you all hear the echoes of some manic cackling.
Yeah, she's going to until she bumps into him with her head, she's gonna grab his shirt with her teeth and just start to like pull him so that he can stand upward as soon as she hears that sound.
You have to put it away for now. I am not saying forget it. Just put it away for now.
Where is Winona and those everyone relative to Buddy?
You can see you're in kind of a staging area of the mine. You see that there are several like out of use mine tramway cars that are currently under repair off to the side. It's about a 40-foot room, like 40 square feet.
Okay, this is small. Okay.
And the tunnel keeps going ahead of you.
Winona, you okay?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
You sure?
Yeah, this is not the first time I've had to kill to cover my tracks.
Oh, sweetheart. Chester, you okay?
I just needed to make sure that that man died quickly, and I didn't offer his spirit.
Okay. Now, Yosef, come out of comatose, friend. I know you heard that weird cry, cackle. I'm gonna need you to let it go for now. Stand up. We're gonna need you.
And you hear from deeper in the mine, Hey.
That might be what you talk about.
Come on.
Does that sound like any recognizable voice?
No, but you just went full Steel Magnolias there, and that's kind of
Really did.
She's becoming Buddy's daughter. What's happening?
I will turn over and be next to Alila and just be like, you can feel me, correct?
Yes.
It is very dark, and I don't know if you can see, but I can. And just stick close.
Light.
Okay.
She brushes her face up against the underside of Chester's and says,
You do not go far from me.
and when she turns back to look, she's going to activate this gift she's been given to see if there's glyphs further down from where we're at.
Yes, it's not necessarily a glyph. This is an ability from a lore sheet that you now have access
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah,
So-
she's gonna...
As you look around, you're going to need some light.
Okay.
But as soon as the first of you steps more than 3 feet forward into the mine, the electric lights spring to life. And they are this strange green-blue light coming out of this glass.
Once the light comes on and she sees Yosef, I think she sort of... Alayla sees that and immediately sort of like leaps up and knocks the gun out of his hands. And she's gonna grab it and then give it to Buddy.
We need you. Come back.
I'd like to shift back to my native form.
Sure. No roll required.
Yeah, this was just like, I have another one anyway. And then just, I suppose I'll start walking.
Well, we need Alayla's gift to see where we need to go, but stay behind
Okay.
me. I'm
Fair point.
Alrune. I will take point. Unless there's no objections. Unless there's objections.
she will, having activated this sense, she will start to move down this hall.
And Winona will try her best to keep like ahead of her while still like trying to, yeah. Also, as a note, Winona's like in her hispo form, moving normally, like sternly, but her tail is like tucked in between her legs.
So,
I will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Alayla, what you can see as you move down this hallway is that there are several black spiral glyphs. To the rest of you, these just look like inane scratching on the wall. It looks like somebody tried to make a Garu glyph, but then took 13 tabs of acid. Alayla, what you see are 4 glyphs primarily stand out. The first is the glyph for a fire worm or a dragon, and the glyph beneath that indicates that it was killed. You see the glyph for... Well, no, you can read them and understand them in its entirety. The glyph for the ivory fly.
I see. Okay.
And the glyph beneath that marks it as ascendant.
What does that mean? Okay.
To understand it in its entirety, it has ascended to being the patron spirit of a labyrinth nearby.
Okay. She will say, fireworm killed. And then point to the glyph that is the ivory fly, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Ivory fly is now patron to this labyrinth.
In its placement, does it give indication of like, this is where the labyrinth begins? Or is it more so just like, that's the patron of this whole space?
As you move a little bit deeper and get to the first chamber where there is an elevator leading downwards, you see scrawled all over the wooden posts that hold this thing together, there are hundreds of glyphs all over them. And they all say the same thing. Deeper. Dig deeper.
We will have to go very far down.
Okay.
You are all strong enough. Do not doubt what we can do together. Do not let them in.
I'm going to walk next to Yosef and just... Men we killed died fast. Their spirits will move on. The rats you saved, if they had died, they would have been in eternal suffering. I would know, because I can hear their cries.
Did we even get to save the rats, actually?
I think you're not entirely sure. A lot of things got destroyed, a lot of wreckage happened very fast. This is unfortunately one of those times where I have to say as an ST, I think there's no real way of knowing.
In that case, Yosef has a really human thought that kind of spills from his lips aloud. Why did 4 men have to die for a few fucking rats?
Because sometimes it happens.
Yosef, if you could for me, nick a box of Harano and take yourself to 5 rage.
Yeah, that feels right.
And I want to reach out and hold Winona's hand because, well, I like touch her ear or something because, like, I feel that she's scared.
She'll relax a little bit at that, but she's also trying to like be on alert at the same time, you know?
We failed this too, this rage kick up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there is nothing that can be said that will be a good enough answer to Yosef. You know, so I think Alayla, though she feels compassion for him and understands his pain, she's just aware, like, I cannot take this from you, because unfortunately this is a part of it. And so if anything, there is like just a very like sympathetic, low whine that comes from her towards him before she kind of just like rolls her shoulders and starts to head towards the elevator.
Alright, once more into the breach.
As you
Once we're
reach-
inside.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
No. Just once we're inside, is there anything else on the actual inside of this elevator?
There's the keypad that you have to use to go up and down. It's old. However, I'm not even gonna require a roll from this. One of the plastic caps, it looks like, has been either shredded or pulled off. And it is level 36.
Jesus. Okay.
This mine
This is a
runs
deep
quite
mine.
deep.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Once everybody's inside, and they look like they're ready. Were you going to say something, buddy? No. Okay. She is going to point at the button, and then say,
I don't know if they will be filling the halls, but I suggest we don't all run out. We can filter them in, should they already be on the attack.
A bottleneck. Smart.
Yes.
Buddy pushes the
button when we get down.
Buddy pushes the button.
Mm-hmm.
gonna activate Razor Claws. She's, in her Hispo form, so just, the little metal ting of her claws coming into play.
I'm using my gifts. Could I use Sight from Beyond as we're descending?
Would you like to spend a willpower?
Yes. I'll spend a willpower.
Okay.
And that is intelligence and wisdom. Okay.
As you take Sight from Beyond, buddy, as this descends, I have to describe this in two parts. One for those of you who are in this vision, which is buddy, and those of you who aren't. So we'll start with those of you who aren't. Three successes. Yosef, Alayla, Chester, Winona. As the elevator goes down, passing different levels and different platforms, sometimes you think you hear tools working behind some of them. Others you hear another, hey. Wait. Come here. As you keep going down, buddy, it's strange. It's almost like you're experiencing a memory more than anything else, but you're holding someone's hand. You know that this man is your father. And he's tall and covered in soot, and he has his hard hat on with a lamp on it. And he says, now, son, this is the way it's got to be. If we want to keep your mom and your sisters fed, we got to go to work together. So, come on now. And you head down into the mine, and things get a little fuzzy as you see yourself running with armfuls of dynamite here and there, and, bringing lunch pails to and fro, climbing into small spaces to sort of set the dynamite up and line the fuse out. For those of you going down again, as it continues to descend, There's a strange thing that happens at a certain temperature underground where condensation begins to form on the walls. And you can feel the heat rising up from underneath you. It's not cold down here anymore, it's hot. And it makes the condensation in the air hang heavy in your fur and on your hair and your clothes. For you, buddy, back in this memory, you find yourself wedging into a small space, setting up essentially an air flotilla to try and reinforce this part of the mine for an explosion that's happening, above. And as you slip the air flotilla in, you see a face looms in out of the darkness. The eyes are pure white. It is more of the shadow of a face than a face. He says, Hey. I'm Echo. Stay with me. And reaches out and pulls you into the dark. And in the last part of this memory, you are cold. And you know the thing that pulled you in here is wearing its face as you see yourself walk in, a small boy. Don't worry. I'll make them pay. And as this elevator comes to a stop, you feel yourself jarred from this memory. And you all stand at platform 36.
Buddy
Is anybody-
will look at them all, and he'll say, he won't say anything. He says, let's see if I can read it, is,
Do I see anything with my special eyes? Story, father.
You see on this platform is crawling with black spiral glyphs. A lot of it is insane babble that's hard to interpret. Wade didn't do a good job of preparing you for how they communicate.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like reading the written screaming of a madman if it was written backwards.
Great. Okay.
But there are bits that you can pick out. You see.
Can I visibly?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
Can I
go ahead.
visibly see a 30-foot radius around me? In this area, is there anything that I could, or like any spots that I wouldn't be able to see?
Not really. It's kind of the shaft that you're in. The elevator takes up most of it. In the tunnel forward. Some of the glyphs you see, Alayla, are for... You see one that says Apocalypse. You see one that says a name. Skin Flare. You see another, and it takes you back for a minute. Because all of you, if you could see through the black spiral glyphs, could read it. But there is a Garu glyph underneath Skin Flare.
Okay.
And it is a name. Scratched over by the name Skin Flare, it says Claws of Steel.
Is that my dad?
No, that's Stone Fangs.
Okay.
Claws of Steel is Liar Killer's husband. Maddox's father.
Jesus!
Okay. Okay. Shit.
I will mention, I will just be like, we don't have to be completely silent. I'm still muffling the sound around us. If you whisper, no sound can come out.
Your killer's husband. Taken.
I had a
Skin
vision.
flayer now.
I had a vision.
What was it?
What we heard is not good. It takes face of whoever.
We stay close to each other.
Yes, please.
Sort of, just to make sure I understand, is it that he became a Black Spiral Dancer and this is his new name, or Skinflayer killed him?
It's hard to interpret. You're not
Okay.
particularly adroit at this. This is the first time you've ever really seen them. And while
Yeah,
your
yeah.
understanding of them is functional, it does not always translate into contextual.
Yeah, okay. Either way, the outcome is bad. All right.
I will say,
Yes.
if you want to make me a wits and insight and add your 1 dice bonus from your favor from Horned Serpent.
Okay. 5. With the crit. I got 2 10s.
Critical success, 5. Sifting through it, just trying to really feel the emotion of it. This strange new weapon in your arsenal, being able to read their runes. And you feel Horned Serpent's presence around you as you look. They killed Claws of Steel. But what they brought back from the dead was Skinflayer.
There is an expression of abject horror on Alayla's face as she's staring at this.
They brought him back as something else.
They can do that. That's a thing that can be done. We can be brought back from...
It seems so. They do not want us to return to Gaia.
We have to stop them. We have to stop this. We have to
And we will.
Hey,
That's what the fly meant.
hey. Come on.
Winona is turning towards that sound and growling.
Just keeping the pack tight together as we continue forward.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Chester? You were saying something.
Yeah.
Oh, I just... When they were explaining this, I'll just be like, that's what the fly meant. They were actively trying to kill us, hollow us out, to be Black Spiral Dancers.
Disgusting.
We cannot leave anyone behind. No matter if they are dead or alive. Especially if one of us falls.
Layla's gonna push forward, again staying tight with the group, but pushing forward, looking.
I think where we will end of what Men Have Wrought. As you push forward and around the first bend in this tunnel, the electric lights cease to be. Instead, you see that there are primitive torches that have been pinned to the wall with railing nails that burn with green and black flames. This balefire, the fire of the Wyrm, you can feel it from here. And where this repels almost all of you, Layla, you feel it call to you. There is power there. And I need you. How many unspent willpower do you have?
6. As in, I have like 6 full boxes, and there's 4 that are not of use.
So you're going to... You have 6 points of willpower at full. You've spent 2. You have 4 to roll.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
Do not roll any rage dice with this.
3.
As you reach a paw out, almost against your will, you'll hear, "Welcome, children of the wolf. I have what you want, but you'll need to come and fetch it. Would you like to see how deep the rabbit hole truly goes? And can you hold your breath long enough to get to it?" So all of these torches flare for a moment. It's frightening. And immediately, Yosef, this is your vision. It almost looks as if it's crawling up the wall towards you. But all of the oxygen on this level of the mine has just been burnt out. And you can feel that sunken, deflated feeling in your lungs. And that is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you all so much for being here. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.